Capricorn. Hey. Welcome to your 2019 reading, your higher self's guidance for you for your reading. Your higher self is going to be, we're going to be using this deck, we're going to be using spirit animals and their messages to guide this year. Okay, so what that means is this is going to be the message that is sort of the undercurrent, the message that you are going to anchor yourself to in the year, in those moments and times when you need guidance, when moment where you need guidance. I want to say a pivotal moment when you need guidance, but really when you kind of feel like you need guidance, this is sort of the first line of defense. To go to, because this is your anchor. This is what's plugged into your highest good and the highest good of all. Okay? So, Capricorn, we're going to get into this, and I want you to know that at the end of the reading, I have a message, and I hope that if it's for you, you will stick around for it, and if it's not, well, you won't. May I have the message for Capricorn, please? That was quick. Okay. Giraffe Spirit is here for you. And she says, see the big picture. Okay, Capricorn? See the big picture in protection. So let's go ahead and zoom in on her. And so you can get a good look of her upside down. 29. Wow. Turning the big picture on its head. This reminds me of a hanged man looking at things from a different perspective. The bigger picture, it being not just about you, or not about you, but, about more than what it's been about. And less than what it's been about. Giraffe Spirit says, are you sticking your neck out too far? Reaching too high instead of looking around you to see the conditions on the ground? Your devotion to co-creating something new is admirable. Truly, Capricorn. But Giraffe Spirit is showing up to remind you that you have to look at the whole picture, not just those tasty leaves at the top of the tree. Perspective is necessary now, and that means checking in with what is going on around you and at your feet. Or perhaps you are ruminating over the worries of the world instead of paying attention to what you can do right now, where you are, to bring about the changes you would like to see. Align with your highest good and know that while perspective is important, transformation begins where you are. Capricorn, do not get so far up in the clouds, thinking about all the big problems, that you lose perspective and forget to do your part, however small it may be, to start enacting change, for transformation begins with you. This is a year to me, for you, Capricorn, that feels like a building year. It feels like, to me, when I see this, it feels like you reached a certain pinnacle last year. You reached certain heights last year. Some dreams were attained. Some pretty major goals were attained for you last year. Some pretty big things that you never thought would happen for you. And now you're starting at ground zero. You're starting at the bottom in these things that you've gotten, in these things that you were able to succeed at, in these dreams that you never thought you would have. Now you're in the dream, and the dream has its own level, ground level. And now you get to set the seeds, you get to plant, you get to enjoy, and you get to be in the muck, in the dirt, in the soil, in the bare bonesness of what you attained last year and really what you're building towards anew this year. But as opposed to building and looking above and saying, this is where I want to go, and yes, of course, do that, but it's also about making sure that your foundation as you build is strong in order to maintain, not necessarily to reach that thing, but in order to have a strong foundation so that you're not building some sort of tower that's built on sand and sticks and stones, which will break when the gust of wind comes and strikes that tower down. You're building right now something good, something strong, something that will stand the test of your new dreams. Are you sticking out your neck too far, reaching too high instead of looking around you to see the conditions on the ground? Not to say it's time to come back from cloud nine, not to say it's time for you to no longer live in the fairy tale of your dreams attained or no longer live in the daydream of what you're wanting, but it's to also enjoy it in the flesh, you know? Enjoy. I don't know why my mouth keeps saying enjoy, because I know for some of you this isn't necessarily an energy of enjoying, it's an energy of building. Like, this is definitely an energy of building. This is an energy of focusing on your world on the ground, matching the world around you to what you are wanting for yourself. So matching yourself in your spiritual vibration and da 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 da, but really matching it in your physical world. This is cleaning your room as you clear up the baggage from last year, as you clear up what you're moving through, throwing away old clothes, throwing away old things, people, experiences, and saying goodbye to them, and focusing with actual tangible things on the ground. Getting a new bed sheet, or just some you know what I mean, like something tangible, something real, where if you've been engaged, if you got married this year, whatever the thing was for you, if you got the new job, it's making sure your skills are up to par, continuing the education, doing the work now of the dreams attained, making room in your life for a husband, for a wife, for a spouse, for children, and doing things on the ground. This is a year for getting your fingernails and your hands dirty and digging in. I feel good about this. This is nice. Tending to your own garden and not so much reaching over trying to be too much of a busybody in other people's. But at the same time, not isolating yourself or not being grounded with where people are at. This is not saying ignore other people or the people in your life. To me, it's more so being not even realistic, but being on the ground with them. So if a friend comes to talk to you, this isn't about you. This is about you being with them where they're at. This is about being where you're at. For yourself, for the people in your life, for the experiences you're having, and being where you're at with those things. Giraffe spirit has the extra guidance of saying, focus on the ground. The ground is where you're at. The ground is where you're standing. The ground is your foundation. Focusing on foundations, the foundations of your family, of your friendships, of your spirituality, this is about the foundations, but also the real tangible things. If this is about you making sure you have better friendship this year, if this is about foundationally making room for more better friendships, which is reaching out, talking, listening, sharing, those types of things. This is about having a better relationship with your partner. It's the same thing, those ground things. Not so much just praying about it or hoping it comes your way. No, it's about doing the stuff. Focusing on the groundwork. I like this. Your devotion to co-creating something new is admirable, but Giraffe Spirit is showing up to remind you that you have to look at the whole picture, not just those tasty leaves at the top of the tree. Perspective is necessary now, and that means checking in with what is going on around you and at your feet. So if you've been, even then, I will say, too much in your own world, during this past year, it may be a call for you, yes, to focus on yourself on the ground, but also to focus on the world at large around you. What's been going on with you while you've been out there reaching your dreams? Who around you, who's around you now? What's been going on? I mean, touch base with people in your world. This is about like groundedness, baseness, earth stuff, getting dirty, getting involved, getting engaged with what's real, with what's around you, with what's going on. Align with your highest good and know that while perspective is important, transformation begins where you are. Don't get up so far in the clouds thinking about all the big problems that you lose perspective and forget to do your part, however small it may be. To start enacting change, transformation begins with you. So I like that. Getting the basics done. On that note, the message at the beginning of the reading that I was telling you about is I have, some of you know, I have a membership. The membership is a sovereignty membership. It's about stepping into your sovereignty, claiming your sovereign being and your life. It has 3 levels: the Allumette, the Lumiere, and the Phoenix level. These are monthly payment levels. They each get different level type perks that match up to what each level can handle, and it's a beautiful thing. It's growing. It's always constantly evolving. So there's that. I want to let you know that I have opened up finally to the public the Canary level. The Canary level is a free level. It's the community level. This is where I will be posting some of my longer form content rather than putting it all out there on YouTube. I'm thinking of putting some of it on like an extended version on there in the Canary group, in the membership. Yeah. Okay. There's also going to be some more stuff there. I'm just trying to keep this short. And my journal is there also, which is very just wild for me to share with everybody outside of the Allumette, Luminaire, and Phoenix levels members. But there it is. It's going to be there for you all, so you can take a peek into a little bit of my world if you're interested. But it's really a place for people to commune, people to share their stories and their experiences, and share with others, communicate with others, and have a sense of community. I like sisterhood. I like fraternity. I like those types of things, and with the way things are, I feel like more community and more people in connection is authentic connection is good, is meaningful. So if you're down for the cause, come through. The link is in the description box below. I hope that you can find something worthwhile there for you if you do decide to join. If not, I will see you here, right? Next time, same place. So keep your light on and good luck.